Do you ever take a look at your screen time and think, holy crap, there's no way I actually spend that much time on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok? You would be amazed how much time we really spend staring at our screens, doom scrolling, as it's being called nowadays. Every time I go for a walk somewhere, the mall, a park, the street, anywhere I'm walking, I inevitably find myself now dodging people who are too focused on their phones, too focused watching videos, browsing websites, social media, whatever it is, instead of paying attention to where they're walking, where they're going, what's happening around them. I have literally watched a teenager walk into a visually impaired man who was walking with a walking stick and then glare at him like it was his fault that she didn't know that he was there or where she was walking. She wasn't paying attention. She was too focused on her phone. We're way too attached, way too focused on our phones, on our devices, on our social media, watching whatever trending videos are currently playing. I'm no exception. I'm horrible for it. I spend hours every day on YouTube. I spend way too much time on Facebook and sometimes on TikTok, even though I resisted using that for ages, and then I eventually changed my mind on that. But when I started paying attention to it, I realized just how often I pick up my phone to check my notifications, to check my Facebook, check my Instagram, whatever the newest trending video is on TikTok at the time. And I realized I do it without even thinking about it, at least once I started paying attention to it. It's kind of disturbing when you really think about it, when you really start to track it. So more recently, I've been trying to pay better attention to this, how it affects myself, how it affects others around me, and also just, how others around me are also on their phones, or how attentive we are just in general. I like to joke around about people being phone zombies. They're wandering around mindlessly, eyes glued to their screens, completely unaware of what's happening around them. But the reality is it really is an addiction, and it's unhealthy. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Take a few steps back and think how much time you spend on your phones every day, and then think about how it actually affects you. Because when I started to pay better attention to this, I realized I find myself feeling more negative, depressed sometimes, when I see all of the angry, hateful garbage that's on social media these days. There's a lot of reason for people to be angry and upset these days, sure, but there's just so much anger, so much hatred, and also just so much slop. This whole AI thing is out of control, but that's a topic for maybe another day. But I don't know, it's addictive, right? Like, it doesn't matter how horrible all the garbage is you see online. It doesn't matter how terrible the content is. It doesn't matter how depressing it is. You just want to consume more of it. It's like a drug. I guess it's dopamine, right? That's what they say. But it's like there's so much stuff that's just downright offensive. So why do we want to watch it all the time? Well, what else are we going to do, right? It doesn't stop me from continuing down this rabbit hole, doom scrolling the videos. And before you know it, hours have passed and you've wasted the better part of your day where you could have been out doing more productive things or spending time with people in real life. And then you realize, oh my God, I've just wasted my day doing nothing. With all this in mind, I've come to kind of a decision, or maybe a challenge. I want to try and become more present in life, and I want to be more active again. I want to be less focused on my digital life and on my social media and more focused on my real life. Does that mean that I'm ditching my devices? Am I going to ditch my phone that I'm relying on right now, by the way, and canceling all my social media? Hell no, that's not happening, at least not yet. Not at this stage in my life. I can't give that stuff up. But I do want to disconnect myself somewhat from it all. I do want to spend more time doing things with people I care about, and less just looking to see, hey, what's this newest video? What's all this? No, I can't. We have to take a step back and realize this is not your life. What's out there, that's life. I'm gonna go off script here because, well, I didn't finish it, but I want to spend less time on my phone or my iPad or whatever, on any of my devices, or watching YouTube endlessly at home on TV. And I also want to start taking better care of myself, right? Holding myself accountable for everyday life. I want to start paying attention to my health too, and just not rely so much on one device for everything every day if I am going to be doing stuff, digitally. So one thing that I do want to do is I actually want to try journaling. And this is something that I've always been shy about. Maybe it's kind of embarrassing, to be honest about it, because I think about it, I don't know, journaling, a lot of people have this conception, myself included, that that's more of a girly thing to do. Well, it really isn't, especially not nowadays. It's a professional thing. A lot of people do this to keep themselves organized, to plan their day, to plan their business. So look, I have notebooks. I never use them. My handwriting is terrible. I've all my documentation, communication, it's all been digital for years, decades even. It's all through a phone, it's through a tablet, it's on a keyboard. So I'm a little hesitant to journal on just a regular notebook and handwrite everything, because my handwriting, it would make a doctor look twice. So what I am going to try for now is a digital journal, and what I've recently acquired is this little thing here. It is it's the Supernotes Nomad. It's a digital notepad. You have a stylus that comes with it. You can write on it. Scribble in this case, but I'm going to get into it in another video. I've just recently gotten it. I'm still learning how to use it, but I believe very much that this is going to be a fantastic tool for me to get into journaling, to get into writing, and also just to practice and improve my handwriting again, because my cursive especially is just absolutely terrible. But it's also a private way to do it in a way. I don't know, I feel weird handwriting in a handbook where somebody could pick it up and read it. This I can password protect it. This I can secure, and I can make sure that nobody else is going to be playing around with it and reading my notes when I'm not there. It gives me a little bit of security, a little bit of comfort, knowing that I can securely write my journal for the day, or doodle, or write out whatever my frustrations are at the moment, and this is just for me. This is for nobody else. I've been practicing it a bit for the last few days, and I found it has helped. I'm trying the bullet journal method. Maybe I'll get into that in another video. You can look it up online. It's quite common, quite popular. And just, how do I feel at the time of the day? What are my plans for the day? What events have transpired through the day? What do I feel good about that day? What could I have done better? I don't know. It's a mixture of things. I'm reading about it too. I'm reading a book on journaling as well, just to get more ideas about it. Instead of doing this on my phone or on my iPad, which I did try and I failed very successfully at it, I'm going to try this because it's away from the phone. It's away from all the notifications and the distractions. Every time I try to do anything productive on one of my other devices, something distracts me from it, and I just wind up completely missing the point and just going down a rabbit hole, watching a whole bunch of TikTok clips or whatever, and completely forgetting about what it was I was supposed to be doing in the first place. So anyways, this is one of my tools I'll be using. I'm looking forward very much to finding out more about myself and getting away from the addiction of the social media some, and seeing where this takes me. I plan to go and do more of my daily walks again, like I used to years ago, going out and checking out events with my 3D printing business, hopefully doing more vendor events. We have one coming up this weekend that we're going to do, and just getting out and about more. It's almost winter time, and at this time of year, it's hard for me. I don't know what it is about Christmas, what it is about winter, but it's always depressing for me, and I always kind of find that I want to just shut myself in and curl up and lay down all day, and that's not good. So hopefully even during the winter, I plan on going out, maybe check out the Christmas market downtown or things like that. Anyways, I'm rambling now because I've gone off script and I don't have a script right now, so I'm going to cut it here. I hope that this is interesting. I'm planning on trying to do a few videos a week, or at least a few a month, just as I start to settle into doing this YouTube thing and doing these vlogs again. I hope that the video and audio quality is on this. I'm actually shooting this on my GoPro with the Media Mod case and a little bit of lighting to help it. I have a lot of different things I want to try out, so hopefully, if you like this, stick with me. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I might actually, I don't know if I'm going to use this channel. I might start up a separate channel for this, but I have too many Google accounts as it is, so I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, let me know if you have any comments, any suggestions. If you do journaling yourself, what works for you? What have you tried? Has it been beneficial for you? Leave me some comments or shoot me a message if you know me in person. And like I said, maybe give it a like, subscribe if you're interested, and I will see you in the next one. All right, guys, I gotta log on and get to work. See you next time.